Okay, so you want to own a car wash. You picture a machine that basically runs itself. Cars roll in dirty, cars roll out clean, and money lands in your account while you sleep. No servers to manage, no drunk customers, no spoiling inventory. Just water, soap, and steady cash. On paper, it looks like the closest thing to a vending machine you could ever own at full building scale. And in some ways, that instinct is correct. But the reason car washes look this simple from the outside is the same reason so many owners get surprised by what is actually underneath the hood. So let's start with the first question. What are you actually buying when you buy a car wash? Most people think they're buying a building with some hoses and brushes in it. What you're really buying is a machine that turns real estate, water, and repetition into a subscription business. Because the modern car wash isn't really selling a clean car anymore. It's selling a monthly membership that people forget to cancel. That single shift from single washes to subscriptions is the entire reason this industry has become one of the hottest targets for private equity money over the last decade. Let's talk about what it costs to get in. A single bay self-serve wash might run you $200,000 to $400,000. A full tunnel express wash, the kind with a conveyor belt pulling your car through in 3 minutes, can run anywhere from $2 to $5 million once you include the land, the building, the tunnel equipment, and the water reclamation systems regulators now require in most states. That's before a single car goes through. And the land itself matters more than people expect. A wash needs high traffic count, easy in and out access, and enough lot space for a stacking line that doesn't spill into the street. That kind of corner lot is expensive precisely because everyone else wants it too. Gas stations, fast food, banks, you're competing for the same real estate as businesses with much deeper pockets. Then there's water. It sounds like a footnote until you realize a full tunnel wash can use tens of thousands of gallons a day. Most states now require reclamation systems that filter and reuse a large percentage of that water, which adds real equipment cost but also real ongoing savings. Skip it or run in a drought-restricted region, and your water bill alone can quietly eat your margin before you've paid a single employee. So, how does the money actually work? This is where car washes get interesting, because the real product isn't the wash itself, it's the membership. A single wash might cost a customer $15 to $25, but the subscription, unlimited washes for $25 to $40 a month, is where the entire model tips over into something closer to a gym membership than a car service. And just like a gym, the business is betting that a large chunk of subscribers won't show up every week. Someone paying $30 a month who washes their car twice is pure profit. Someone who washes 4 times a week is basically break even or a loss. The math only works because most people don't use what they pay for. That's not a flaw in the business, that's the business. This is why the smartest operators obsess over one number: subscriber churn. Every month, a percentage of members cancel, and every month sales teams at the pay station need to replace them with new signups. If churn creeps above what new signups can cover, the recurring revenue base quietly shrinks, even if the parking lot still looks busy on a Saturday. Now for the costs that eat into that. Labor is lighter than a bar or restaurant, but it's not nothing. You need attendants directing traffic, someone running the pay station, and a maintenance tech who understands hydraulics, because tunnel equipment breaks, and when it breaks during a Saturday rush, every minute of downtime is a line of cars leaving for the wash down the street. Chemical costs, soap, wax, tire shine, are a real but manageable line item. The bigger hidden cost is equipment maintenance and eventual replacement. Conveyor systems, blowers, and brush assemblies wear down fast under constant use, and a major tunnel repair can run tens of thousands of dollars with the wash shut down while it happens. Here's the part that surprises first-time owners most: weather. A car wash's daily revenue can swing wildly based on something the owner has zero control over. Rain kills traffic instantly. Nobody washes a car right before or during rain. But the days after rain, especially after a dry spell, can be some of the best days of the month. Snow and road salt in colder states actually drive demand up. Drought conditions in the Southwest can trigger local water restrictions that shut operators down entirely during peak season. You're not just running a service business. You're running a business with a silent weather partner who never signs a lease and never apologizes for a bad month. Then there's the competitive landscape, which has changed dramatically. Car washing used to be a fragmented industry of small family-run operators. Over the last 10 years, private equity has poured billions into rolling up independent washes into large regional and national chains, betting on the recurring membership revenue the same way investors love any subscription business. That means a new owner today isn't just competing against the wash across town. They're often competing against a well-funded chain that can undercut membership pricing, run national marketing, and absorb a slow month that would sink a small independent. So, does it work as a business? In the optimistic scenario, yes, and it can work extremely well. You get the location right, build a strong membership base with low churn, keep the tunnel running with minimal downtime, and the recurring revenue becomes remarkably stable and forecastable compared to almost any other small business. A well-run express wash in a good location can produce returns that rival far more glamorous businesses, with far fewer people problems than a bar or restaurant. In the pessimistic scenario, you overpay for the land, underestimate build-out and reclamation costs, and open into a market that already has a subscription chain locking up your customer base. Membership pricing wars start, churn climbs, and you're stuck making payments on multi-million-dollar tunnel equipment with a lot that only fills up right after it rains. The honest truth underneath the whole business is this. A car wash isn't really selling clean cars. It's selling a forgettable monthly charge that most people never think about again after they sign up. When that charge keeps renewing quietly for years, the economics can look almost boring in the best way. Steady, recurring, low-drama money. When churn rises and the subscriber base stops replacing itself, the same tunnel, the same brushes, the same building suddenly has to be filled one $20 wash at a time. And that's a much harder way to pay off a $5 million loan. So, you want to own a car wash.